Yep. You guys ready for this? Yep. Last check and we're all set. Oh look, it's a crazy brigade. Jessica appears to be in the throes of violent trance or mild seizure, a manic state brought on by the terrible energy she's in to conduct. Diamond Ring, stop. The Queen approaches the vessel. The summoning. We cannot be disturbed. There is no vessel and there will be no Queen. Jessica's eyes roll back in her head. Whatever magic she is channeling is fast approaching crescendo. Lynn speaks in her place. You may have taken Marie-Louise, our chosen, but another Telestrian will take her place. I give myself willingly. I will be the host to our Queen and the mother of a new world. You're insane, the both of you. Harlequin cracks another grin. Have to admire their passion, but Bug Mama's passions can lead to madness just like anyone else's, eh? No, I will become a perfect being. Through me and through my sacrifice, a new age will begin. When Jessica speaks next, her eyes have a disturbing sharpness. Her words are echoed by Lynn in a manner that suggests a connection beyond shared zealotry. The Hive has no thoughts beyond hunger, no goal beyond reproduction. We are one. Then you'll die as one. Jessica's body suddenly spasms, arching her back and nearly lifting her off her feet. She lets loose a scream, falling somewhere between elation and agony. The Queen is near. And we're going to get a special fight song. It's a remix of a song from the Super Nintendo Shadowrun game, literally called Running the Shadows. Well, so much for the direct approach. Let's try something a little different then. Well, my first instinct did not go the way I thought it would. Knowing that... Also, I love this remix. It is just fantastic. When did you get a shotgun? No, seriously, when? She's drawing power from that thing. You know, I'd only be surprised if they didn't show up during this fight. Alright. I probably used the wrong tool for that job. You know what, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just deal with this. How do you miss that? It's like missing a barn door. I guess we should take care of the most immediate and pressing problems, yes. I mean, upside is she's doing a little bit better damage, but only just. Okay. That's an interesting strategy, to say the least. Might have to heal in a minute for Coyote. Now, you know what? Keep hacking away at that, Harlequin. Oh, that did something. That certainly got their attention, now didn't it? Come on, dude. It's frustrating because it's like you're supposed to be an elite, so why aren't you being elite? You know, Coyote, you're not doing all that great yourself. How? That was a 1 in a million shot, and of course you got the best possible result from it. Like, what the heck? Of course. This is already going catastrophically wrong now. I mean, we're generally okay, but that's still really frustrating. Sorry, dude. Genuinely did not mean to do that. There you go, you're fine. See, brand new. Honestly, we're doing a lot of damage to her. We should probably keep that up at this point. Come on, Harlequin, this is your chance. We take down the shaman, we take down the spirit. That's just how it works. Pistol is barely any better accuracy, but you have ruined everything. Yeah, I tend to do that. Oh, come on, you guys should be despawned now. Of course, now they like cut my defenses in half. That's not great. Sorry, Coyote. A little overzealous sometimes. That's my bad. That's on me, guys, but let's clean up those which remain. You know what? I need to reload. We can get rid of this thing as soon as it gets up. Oh, I forgot. I'm taking huge damage of that because it keeps reducing my defenses. That's not great. Yes, better. Okay, that's one problem down. Honestly, there's not too many left to have. Get away from that bombardier. She's about to become room temperature, and it's all kinda my fault, so let's do something about that. Can I actually perk that right now? No, right now I can't. There's nothing for it. Well, I mean, it looked good. Okay, that's one enormous pain down. Not too many remaining at this point. Now we need to do something about this guy. Move closer. Better reload. It's a shame that sniper rifles don't become a thing until Dragonfall. Something like that would make this kind of setup actually pretty advantageous for us. Alright, that's getting old, pal. Oh, I splattered you. Get in position. Get the right weapon. And the one upside is that since the anti-bug gun cannot actually hurt non-bug spirit targets, makes it so that even if you accidentally catch each other in the crossfire, you don't do any damage. And you are history. I'm not 100% sure why we're still in combat, but I should probably heal without before I get too much cockier. Reload. I bet there's still a bug spirit poking around somewhere. Albeit, I'm not sure where. Nope, that's a dead end. Let's check out over here. I thought I heard some bugs digging around earlier, but I thought I had kind of accounted for all of them. Eliminate the rest of the... Oh, there it goes. Just had to wait for the end of the next round. The once beautiful Jessica Watts is a hollow shell of her former self. Her skin is pale, her lips are ashen, and her eyes are sunken in her skull. It is more than her body's reaction to the physical damage she sustained, or the strain of channeling magical power from another plane of existence. There's something missing from her now. It's gone. My link to the Queen. She has abandoned me, expelled me. Unworthy. Unworthy. It had to be done. This nest would have overrun the city if we hadn't stopped you. She shakes her head weakly, her body slumped as if it might fold itself into the ground. You don't understand. There are nests everywhere, in every major city. It is only a matter of time. Tears run down her face. Oh God, what have I done? Sam, I'm so sorry, Sam. Those are big. Jessica looks at you pleading. Please, Diamond Ring, don't let them eat me. This is where I have to play in character, because Rinko would not kill her and would not stand by and let anyone suffer this fate, no matter how awful they are. And Jessica Watts is, indeed, truly awful. But death would be too quick a punishment. You're going to pay for what you've done. She lowers her head in shame. I understand. Oh, I don't have to fight them manually. You emerge from the Universal Brotherhood chapter house, momentarily blinded by the bright lights of the Lone Star perimeter surrounding the exit. Despite the clean night air, the stench of ichor and decay clings to you, a smell that may never fully go away. You drop her Aegis-filled shotgun and it's quickly spirited away by one of Telestrian's minions. Weapons are slowly lowered as you step out into the street, the order coming from Detective McCluskey himself. You can see James Telestrian just nearby, pulling his strings. It's over. Jessica Watts has been dealt with, and Sam has his justice. The dead man's deed is done. All you need now is to make a phone call, and it ends. And after we broke up the ritual, Diamond Ring chased Jessica into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of buggers. Guess they weren't impressed with her performance. They were about to eat her. And Diamond Ring says something like, I won't let them eat you, Jessica. You're coming with me. You're going to pay for what you've done. It was very dramatic. Then, we splattered the bugs and handed her over to the UCAS FBI. They're going to want to have a long talk with her about the Universal Brotherhood. So this nest is cleaned out and your cousin Lynn is being transported to a mental hospital for observation. James assesses you with a newfound respect. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aegis was a success, Diamond Ring. Herr Brackhouse is having it weaponized now for distribution to knight-errant forces. The authorities are going to have a great many questions about this incident, and I will need to provide details. The Universal Brotherhood is a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. Glad to be of service. Yes, you were of service. There can be no debate on that topic. A yeoman's effort to be sure, and regardless of your obvious flaws, you are deserving of reward. What would you ask of me? I have an opening for a new VP of Security. Telestrian regards you for a moment. He seems to be choosing his words. Unfortunately, a dwarf is not an appropriate fit for Telestrian Industries Corporation executive. I'm sure you understand. However, I believe whoever feels the position would benefit from an executive consultant of your caliber. The position will pay quite handsomely, I assure you. Report to work Monday. Just for something more appropriate, good day. Well, I think someone's retiring from running. Guess that's it, huh? You captured Sam's killer, and now he'll get his justice. It's a little more involved than I expected. She looks back at the Universal Brotherhood just a little. Coyote grins, first time. Well, I'm gonna grab Paco, head back to the Union, maybe watch a trade or something, and I could use a long shower, too. After that... Back to destroying the BTL trade? Yep, sure as I'm standing here, I'm gonna take a flamethrower to that whole slagging business. One squad at a time if I have to. Be careful, that last place is run by Yakuza, and they're not going to forget you. Her jaw sets, her eyes harden, and she's Coyote again. Let them come. If the Yakuza wants me, they're going to find me. Nothing I can do about that. Some people choose to live in fear, but not me. Not today. Today I run the shadows. Get paid. Get dirty. See you around, Diamond Ring. You're quite a lady. I can honestly say I've never met a dwarf quite like you. The painted elf is watching the scene unfolding around the Universal Brotherhood with a grimace. Well, kid, it's been fun, but I've seen everything I care to see today. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, seriously, who are you? A friend. Until I need you for something, then? Is there a problem? He gestures at the crowd as he speaks. Look around. Note the members of the press being shuffled away by Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. A damage control team is on its way right now. Think they control the press? One way or another they will. If they can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed, they'll probably disappear. Quietly. There's more, though. He nods his head towards James Telestrian. Note the expression on the UCAS FBI agent speaking to Telestrian. Dismissive, isn't it? That's because there's no love lost between the UCS and Tir Tangair. They're not going to trust what he's telling them, and frankly I have no idea what he's telling them. James plays his own game. Always has. Do you trust him? No, just like I don't trust you. Don't take it personally, kid. You shouldn't trust me either. I've been manipulating runners like you for years. I'm manipulating you right now. You just don't know my game yet. Let's continue the dance. I have one more to show you. He points at someone in the crowd and smiles. The man sees him pointing and smiles back. That guy there? He's with Ares Macro Technology. Enormous megacorp. Ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for quite a while now. Clearly, they have an agenda that's starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger, the man smiles, and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. Or not from me. No, not from you. You're a runner. That's the idea. But it's not the giant machination it appears to be. In a way, it's worse. It's a series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into an unending web of dreck that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord controlling everything and we could drive a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that would be grand. Such clarity, such focus. Alas. So, what's the lesson in all this? That I did it all for nothing? He laughs. Just the opposite, schmuck. The lesson is this. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked and the dice are loaded. It's the same as it always was. Every cycle. People in power exert power. Little people cower in their homes, think what they're told to think, and buy whatever product will help them forget how horrible their lives are for another day. And that's why we don't play their fragging game. We don't swallow their dreck sandwich and politely ask for another. That's why we run the shadows. That's where real life is, kiddo. Reality is living in the place that no one wants you to see. Where's that brick house? Thought he'd be here too. He flew back to Berlin, all sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. It could probably turn into work someday, but I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with the Dragon Kid. They're playing a different game entirely. See you around, Harlequin. And then there's you. McCluskey's alternating between trying to look important and trying to avoid actual work. What are you looking at, Chube? Hey, McCluskey, I just spoke to Mr. Telestrian. He said you got your lieutenant's badge. Because he beams and his brow furrows. I did? I didn't hear about it. Yep. He said to go down to the station house right away. They're throwing a surprise party for you. Ah, Drek, I shouldn't have said anything. He smirks. Ha, I'll surprise them then. Yeah, look at him go. So blissful. So naive. Jake shakes his head, smirking as you approach. When you finally get close, he breaks out laughing. I heard the Universal Brotherhood is getting shot up on the police scanner. Knew it had to be you. Did you get her? She's in custody now. Justice is served. He scratches his mop of red hair. I guess that concludes the story of Diamond Ring and the Dead Man's Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking, maybe you should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us can get into trouble here. You only skim the surface. I heard Mitsuhama's looking for a team, and they specifically want a woman. No idea what that's about. And I just got word that something's going on at Crater Lake. The Tears got it on total lockdown. No fly zone, the whole thing. There could be something in it for us if we poke around. And there's always York Underground. Haven't seen that yet, have you? I got plenty of friends there who are good for a job. Something's bound to come up. What do you say? I'm in. Talk to you later. Good. We can hash it out over dinner. If you want to find me, I'll be at McCracken's later. Got a taste for some seafood. Take it easy, chummer. The little coroner is surprised to see you, but he can't hide his delight. Hey, Diamond Ring. I was wondering if I was going to see you again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised to find you here. Where there's mayhem, then you'll know you'll find me. I guess so. He pops his eyebrows, eager. You know it's all over the Trivid, right? They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at some asylum out in Snohomish, of all places. Turns out he'd been masquerading as a head administrator or something. They found him dead or some sort of vigilante attack. He leans in, whispers conspiratorially. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Why, Mr. Dresden, I have no idea what you mean. Winks. That's what I thought. Well, no one can say he didn't have it coming, am I right? He frowns at himself. That was a double negative. So, big question. What about the Dead Man's Switch? Now that the Ripper's dead, are you going to collect? Damn right I'm going to collect. Excellent. I'm sure you deserve it. How do you collect? I was told they had a secure line to call the number Sam gave me. Can't use my comm link. He brightens. Lone Star's emergency response team set up a secure phone line right here to coordinate their efforts. I can authorize you to use it. Thanks, Dresden. Don't mention it. Take care, Diamond Ring. Well, that's it then. The phone before you has a simple numeric keypad. You can use it to call Sam's law firm and cash in the Dead Man's Switch. This is literally the prompt that will end the story, so if you haven't spoken to everyone, go ahead and do that now. Call the law firm, finish the job. You tap in the phone number Sam's lawyer gave you days ago. The phone rings 7 times where someone finally answers. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vid phone is noticeably different from the one you saw a few days ago. The noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Yeah? He squints into the phone and recognition slowly appears on his face. Oh, hey, it's you. Diamond Ring, right? You got Sam's killer. Yeah, I got Sam's killer. That's great. Hang on. Let me slot Sam's video for you. He fumbles for a moment and the camera jerks crazily. Then it goes to static and replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Sam still looks like Drek. Same clothes, same background. Probably shot it the same as the first video. Hey, buddy, looking good, he giggles. If you're calling this number, that means the job's done, right? He closes his eyes, shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo. I knew you'd do it. You're always a dependable one. More than me, anyway. He looks back at you, trying to speak soberly. I just want to say thank you for whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot. Because I know you did something. You know what I mean? I know you made it right somehow. He pauses, tilts his head back. His breath hitches in his chest. You're the only one who ever tried to help me. Ever. Except my sister. She tried. More than once. She tried. Never let her, though. Never let her in. I regret that a lot. Did I ever tell you about her, buddy? We're twins. We're twins, I guess. You still a twin after one of you dies? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. He sighs. Heavy. God, listen. Do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her, her name's Jessica, tell her I'm sorry, okay? For everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. He straightens himself, shakes it off. That grin is back. Anyway, you need to get paid, which would be great, except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how it is, right? Sorry, but hey, thanks again for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel a bit sore about it, look into my family background a bit. There's got to be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them can throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. He reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The vid screen goes to static and the call ends. There's a moment of silence, and then you feel a tug on your jacket. It's Dresden. What did he say? Thank you. He just said thank you. The Emerald City Ripper killings are sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as the administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast as the lead in Dr. Ripper, a trivid thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. Seattle News Net reports a shootout at a chapter house of the Universal Brotherhood. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons, but committed suicide before they could be captured. All mention of insect spirits, James Telestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares quarantine area between Lake Michigan and the Des Plaines River. Officially, the Chicago Containment Zone is established to fight an outbreak of an infectious virus, but an infestation of insect spirits is suspected by those who know. A mature form of Project Aegis, called Fabs 3, is eventually deployed to remove the bug threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows. And that was Shadowrun Returns, the Dead Man's Switch. This is such a good game. I love it so much. I love Shadowrun. I love everything to do with it. It is so much fun. The only misstep, and I would argue it's a big misstep, but the only misstep is like the very last minute when you get the anti-bug gun and they make it a shotgun class family. They really should have made it like whatever gun you had the highest priority in, you would just get that version to make it so that you weren't having to spread yourself super thin. Now again, I chose shotguns on my own volition, but I also had that foreknowledge. So make of that what you will. That said, it's an incredible game. It has tons of options. Like, you guys saw how many times I could have had other options if I had built my character in a different way. So you got to see one possible build. A very Street Samurai, very equipment-heavy build, very damage-focused. She couldn't do much. What she did, she excelled at, and a lot of runners are like that. This was a lot of fun for me. If you guys are interested at all in seeing more of this, there were 2 more games. There was Shadowrun Dragonfall and Shadowrun Hong Kong. And they're both longer and harder than Returns, but they're really, really good games. If that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know in the comments down below. And definitely let me know what you guys thought. Because this seems to be the exposure a lot of people are getting for the first time to Shadowrun, and it was for me as well. This was my introduction to Shadowrun. This and some green tech stories that I saw on other channels. And right away it captivated me. I knew it was just that game, that I was really going to enjoy this. And I've loved it ever since. It was so much fun to share this world with you guys. And I'm a recent recruit. I got on board at the start of like 5th edition. So I've missed out on years and years and years of backstory and details and other stuff that I'm still catching up on. But I hope that I've, got your interest up. You guys now know a little bit about the world, and the whole Chicago quarantine zone is a huge, huge part of Shadowrun lore. And it is really cool that all this kind of ties together in a really cohesive way. I believe this game came out with the advent of 4th edition. And honestly, I just love it. I think I made that clear, because everything about this game is fantastic, and honestly I think Dragonfall and Hong Kong are even mechanically better. They give you a little more option, and you get a bit more range in terms of what other builds can do. I chose a very safe build for the sake of this playthrough, just because I kind of wanted to show it off. I'm going to let the credits go, but this is the Hipster Snek, signing off, and I'll see you next time.